Welcome everyone, and listen, you must have been living under a rock not to have heard about our big Cruise with Derek adventure to Alaska next September on board MSC Poesía. As you can see, I'm packed and ready to go. We've got drinks package included and exclusive events with over 500 of you already joining us for the adventure to the icy wilderness. This show is your chance to book and take advantage of what will be one of the most magical dates in the calendar for next year as we peer through the wonderful window of another world. This is a land of untamed beauty and rugged wilderness, where the towering mountains meet the sprawling glaciers and forests. Alaska's pristine landscapes are a haven for adventure seekers and nature lovers alike, giving you a top-deck view of awe-inspiring wildlife and breathtaking vistas. Known for its serene stillness and dramatic seasonal shifts, Alaska invites you to explore its vast expanses and hidden wonders. Whether chasing the northern lights or basking in long summer days, this frontier promises unforgettable experiences and a profound connection to nature. And I'm so looking forward to sharing this wondrous discovery with you. Now, we've come up with a number of flexible options for this adventure, including a newly released and exciting tour to extend the experience and explore the famous wilds of the Canadian Rockies. Let's take you through the options that you can choose. First of all, our main offer. This is the one that over 500 of you have gone for so far. We'll be flying out of the UK on the 13th of September next year and flying over to Seattle for a one-night hotel stay there. You lucky people. There is so much that you can enjoy in Seattle. Lots of fun things to do, like going 605 feet up at the Space Needle and getting all of the panoramic views there. It's not the only place you can go high either. There's also the Seattle Great Wheel on the waterfront, or if you'd rather be, at ground level, you can sip cocktails in the Smith Tower Speakeasy, which sounds very nice indeed. And there's lovely quirky bars here, there and everywhere. And then it is time for us to board our gorgeous MSC Poesía. Oh, I can't wait to be on board, and I know there are over 500 of you already who are very much looking forward to this and have watched this video over and over and over and over again to get a feel for the ship. She's classic, wonderful, Italian-styled MSC cruising. She's a smaller ship as well, so she's not like the big world class that we're seeing coming out right now. We're looking at around about what we'd call mid-size in today's cruise market, just over 3,000 passengers, and I love that. That's perfect for me because this cruise it's not about the thrills and the spills and the water slides and the racetracks and everything else. This is about enjoying the beauty of Alaska, but this is also about having great food. This is all about having lots and lots of different choices in terms of bars and lounges and things to do while you're on board. Now, talking about things on board, I'll give you a little hint of when you come and cruise with me, the kind of things that we do. One, we are going to have our very own exclusive sail away. In fact, we are just about to sit down with MSC and say, right, okay, how much of the ship are we taking over for our sail away? And it must be exclusive with us. We'll have things like quizzes going on as well for you. And the prizes on our quizzes are very good indeed. It could be that you're winning your next cruise from this cruise, as well as lots and lots of opportunities for us to get together, which you can dip into or out of as much as you want to. It's your cruise, it's your holiday, but we've got plenty of opportunities to get together because it is a smaller ship as well. You'll see me all the time. I will be there morning, noon and night. Well, I can't necessarily promise early morning, I'll be honest with you, but let's say noon and night, I'll definitely be around. And so will my team on board, and they are brilliant. And so many people have already booked their excursions because there are some superb excursions on this itinerary for you to enjoy. Look at all of the different spaces. I love the fact there's plenty of space. It's nice, vibrant colours. It's nice, comfy chairs. I love this. I think the ship is absolutely beautiful. I love the names of the places. You notice I'm not saying any of them because they've all got these glamorous Italian names that I don't want to mess up. But honestly, the choice of different venues and bars and lounges that we've got is just tremendous. You are going to love it. Remember, of course, every single one of you coming to join us, tips are included. And indeed, you will have a premium extra drinks package to enjoy as well, which is going to save you over $400. £500 per person, which is awesome. But what have we come for? It's not for me. No, it isn't. It's all about Alaska, isn't it? So let's see where we're going. Out of Seattle, day at sea into Ketchikan. And there are excursions here to see the misty fjords by a float plane, or you can take a Bering Sea crab fisherman's tour if you fancy as well, which is really nice. Quite fancy that, actually. Lots of people want the lumberjack show there as well. Icy Strait Hoona is next. They do lots of different wildlife excursions here to see whales, wildlife and bears as well. So there's really, really lovely local guided adventures, which you can book up with MSC, as lots of people are already. Next, we are in Tracy Arm, and this is just beautiful. This is scenic cruising. It's a 30-mile long glacial fjord. So this is where we see, hopefully, the glaciers carving and all that wonderful wildlife. Before the same day, we cruise into Juneau, and Juneau is an amazing place to be. This is where you can take an excursion to the Mendenhall Glacier, and there is a whole list of them. You can visit a salmon hatchery or take helicopters over the glacier. You can do all sorts. We have a day at sea, and then we take an evening call into Victoria in Canada, and that will be our final port. But we're going to be having a bit of a sail away, a bit of end of cruise celebration on that evening as well, before we arrive back into Seattle to disembark and then fly back to the UK. But if you've got a later flight on that day, MSC have some wonderful day tours in Seattle that then take you and your cases on a nice little tour around and then drop you off at the airport, which is well worth thinking about as well, which is absolutely superb. You are going to love it. So, with this, you lucky, lucky people, the flights, this Seattle stay, and your 7-night MSC Poesía Cruise with Derek in Alaska, with drinks and tips included, is an incredible price tag. Of course it is. We've got it for you exclusively, and over 500 of you are already joining us. You know, it was my initial ambition that we would take over half the ship. We are well on the way to doing that, let me tell you. And it's deposits today of just £199 per person to book this. And remember, it's absolutely phenomenal, and it's only going to be this one-off cruise. I can't go for the whole season, much as I would love to. So here is everything that you've got on offer. Now, this is MSC 672. This is the offer to pop into the website if you want to have a closer look at it there. Of course, you can talk to our team on 0800 953 4700. It is absolutely brilliant. It's return flights from the UK, of course, your 1-night hotel stay in Seattle, 7 nights on board MSC Poesía, your premium extra drinks package, your exclusive events, and our award-winning goodie bag. No tips to pay on board, and it's low deposit if you want to make this happen right now. And we've got some other options in terms of staying in Seattle as well. So if you want to up on the main package, it's a 1-night hotel stay in this configuration. But if you want to make that 2 nights, it's MSC 673, which is at the top there in the middle. Or you can have a 3-night pre-cruise stay in Seattle, which will leave obviously on the 11th of September. So that's MSC 674. And hello, what's this that's come along right now? MSC 675, which is a 5-night Best of the Rockies land tour as well, which will leave earlier, of course, on the 9th of September. And that price you've got there is for that and the cruise. And we'll give you more details of that coming up a little bit later on. Right, now this adventure is great for those who have never ever cruised before. Well, there's already over 500 new friends are already booked, and many people are travelling solo as well. So we're going to have a wonderful time together, meeting new people, discovering new places. And I've been asking some of those who've already booked for this what drew them to the offer. So I've got some messages here. Here's one from Alex and David. We've loved Cruise1st since we found the channel when we first started cruising 2 years ago. We missed out on the last cruise with Derek, and when we saw the Alaska offer, we knew we had to be part of it and booked straight away. away. It will be our first cold weather cruise, and we're looking forward to something completely different. Hoping to see beautiful scenery and all the Alaskan wildlife. I have my travel binoculars at the ready. We've cruised 3 times with MSC, and we're even sneaking in a cheeky preview of the Poesía on a Northern Europe cruise this October. Good work. We love MSC for the great value and service, and find their ships elegant and stylish. Their European approach to cruising suits us to a T. We can't wait to cruise with you to Alaska. Look forward to meeting you and enjoy your Poesía cruise. I need reports back. Right, next to Yvonne. Yvonne says, my husband and I have always wanted to go to Alaska but have never achieved it. When we saw the Cruise with Derek on TV, the price for the whole package was more than amazing. I phoned Cruise1st and spoke to Lydia. Lovely Lydia, who came with us last time. She was so helpful, explaining everything we needed to know, and this will be our first cruise. We're so looking forward to it. The fact we're in a group makes us feel more secure, and that we will be able to relax more. We would recommend this offer and Cruise1st to anyone. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you, everyone. I'm trying to get everyone's messages on the TV as well. I know we've had loads and loads and loads of them, so thank you to those who are already booked who have responded. So, do you fancy this then? It's wonderful, isn't it? It's the 13th of September next year. We'll fly first out to Seattle, and we've got a one-night hotel stay booked in for you there as well. This is going to be amazing, and there's lots to do. Isn't it the first ever Starbucks, which is in Seattle as well? So you can go and visit that. Pike Place Market is a market during the day, but they have quirky bars in there as well. And they have lovely live cabaret in the evening in the market itself, which would be quite nice to go and enjoy. I just think this is nice. And again, it means you're there in plenty of time for, of course, the cruise the following day. And here she is, MSC Poesía. Now, we're cruising in out of Seattle, which is brilliant, actually. Really, really nice. I like that. There are less cruise ships going in and out of Seattle, so it'll be dead easy to go and find, dead easy to get there, and here's what's waiting for you on board. This is going to be your home for the next 7 nights. Although I say that, we're looking at the inside. I think you're going to be there more often. You're going to be up on the top decks, aren't you? Because we're in Alaska. And listen, you might have your thickest cardi on and your biggest coat, but we are there for the scenery, right? I don't think you'll be in the pool. Well, you might be in the pool. Well, if you fancy it, it's there. Why not? I don't think you'll be lounging on the sun loungers, to be honest. This is not a weather cruise that we're going for. This is for the whale watching, the glaciers, the natural wonders. That's what this cruise is all about. But MSC do things so well. Now listen, every bar, every lounge, every restaurant, you've got your drinks package included here as well. I made sure that we got the premium extra drinks package for you. There are lower drinks packages, but I said, no, it has to be premium extra. You know, it's one of those things when we've done it on previous Cruise with Derek's, it's like, okay, you know, when you turn left, you can never go the other way. It's one of those. So the premium extra drinks package is brilliant. Unlimited soft drinks and up to 15 alcoholic drinks to, I think it's a $15 value, which is absolutely brilliant. Covers most bases for you, including glasses of champagne, and not just one champagne. There's about 8 or 9 that are covered by this. But look at what you've got to enjoy here. It's a ship that is calmer, a little more sedate than we're used to seeing in 2025, and that's great for an itinerary like this, because not everyone wants to be whizzing around tracks and coming down slides and all of that kind of thing, especially when you're in Alaska, because Alaska is very much, I'm going for the nature, I'm going for the wildlife, I'm going for walking, I'm going for the lumberjack show, I'm going for the experiences here, and the ship itself is wonderful. I mean, you're not all queuing at one bar. You see all of these different bars and lounges. There's lots of different types of entertainment going on in these bars and lounges as well. Sometimes it's live music, sometimes it's things like trivia. Of course, we'll have our exclusive events while we're on board as well. Now, it's not just me going on this as well. So it's not 500 of you all standing around me kind of asking me questions. I have my Cruise1st team around me as well, which is great. So if you've got any questions while you're on board, if you're thinking, I love this ship, I want to book another cruise on her right now, our team will be able to help you with that. I'm sure, I'm almost absolutely 102% sure that while we're on board this cruise, I am going to have a bunch of exclusive offers for you for future cruises as well. I know that's not for now, but just so that you know, it will be part of this cruise. And that's a great thing as well, because you can take advantage. In fact, actually, out of the 500 and something people that we've got coming with us so far, and the numbers forever rising, I think it was something like 100 and something people booked from being on the last cruise with Derek. And do you know what? I'm not surprised. A lot of people have wanted to go to Alaska but have held back for some reason, and they don't really know why they've held back. Some people have just faithfully stuck to their sunshine cruising year after year after year. No, I just want to do the Med, or I just want to do the Caribbean. I'm all about the sunshine. But you know what? The more you see Alaska, and the more you see even documentaries, you see articles pop up in the news about, you know, the way that Alaska is changing and these parts of the world are changing, and you think, actually, I really want to see that. I really want to see that while it's still the way it is right now. And I think a lot of people have had this sort of secret, silent, burning desire to be in Alaska. And I am definitely one of those people. And I feel enormously privileged, actually, that I'm coming along with so many of you. For me, it's going to be a real experience, and I am looking forward to it. I'm a very, very keen walker. I love the outdoors. I love wildlife, and I love cruise ships. So actually, for me, this is just the perfect combination of all of those things in one. And listen, I know that when we're on board with MSC, I know I've never got any worries when it comes to dining and the choice. Actually, we'll have an experience, hopefully a Dine with Derek experience as well. There's just one specialty restaurant on Poacia as well, which is sushi. But hopefully, I'm going to treat you to a few of you to a night there as well, so we can have a good old gossip. Anyway, we'll all be gossiping, don't you worry. Here's where we're going, just to remind you. Here are the ports. So we've got our first day at sea, and then we're into Ketchikan, and there are lots of excursions that you can book with MSC here as well. You can go to the Tongass National Forest and see the black bears there, for instance, and they'll be fishing for salmon. Then we will cruise on to Icy Strait Hoonah, an amazing port, let me tell you. I think that zip line, I think I've read somewhere that's the longest zip line in the world. I know they all say that, but I think that is going to be actually the longest one. I want to do it, I know that, but there's lots of lovely experiences you can have there. Then we'll have some lovely scenic cruising through Tracy Arm Fjord. You'll see amazing glaciers here as well. Hopefully this is the day where we'll spot the seals and the glaciers carving, and on the same day we'll cruise into Juneau in Alaska, where you can take a lovely self-guided Jeep tour to the Mendenhall Glacier if you want to. It's really clever. You go in a Jeep and it's got like a digital sat-nav guide on it, which will take you through, which I love. Now, we'll have a day at sea, and then final call. It's just a very short evening call into Victoria in Canada. But because this is the last night of the cruise, this is where I want to get some kind of, you know, farewell, sail away kind of celebration organised. Obviously, we're still way ahead of time at the moment, but this is what we've got planned for this. So you've got a week of Alaska cruising with MSC to some sensational ports, lots to discover, lots to see along the way, wonderful ship too, as we've just been seeing, plus our exclusive events along the way as well. I just think it's amazing. And I honestly, completely and utterly, when we first launched this cruise, I thought, okay, well, if we have 100 friends coming with us, amazing. Well, that number just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And I am not at all surprised, because a lot of people like, you know, scenery, and a lot of people like classic cruising, and a lot of people are maybe not into the bigger ship thing, and I completely get all of that. It's different things for different people all of the time. It is amazing. So this, remember, gets you your flights to and from Seattle, a night in a hotel there, your 7-night of cruise as well. But we do have other options as well. So if you want to stay in Seattle even longer, we do have the option to be able to. Now, let me show you first everything that's included in this offer, which is MSC 672, which is a new offer, by the way. So if you're already booked on this, this is a new configuration of this. I just want everyone to know that. So yours hasn't changed in any way whatsoever, but this is the new configuration as well. We had to do this because of the number of people that we have booked already on this. So MSC 672 is your return flights out to Seattle, the 1-night hotel stay before you cruise, and then the 7-night Alaska cruise with premium extra drinks package included as well. We've still got those, which is great. Over £400 worth per person, which is amazing. We've got our exclusive events, no tips to pay, gratuities are included, and you can book this today or any of these offers today for a deposit of just £199 each as well. And there are some other options if you want to stay longer in Seattle as well. So we've got a 2-night stay in Seattle option, which is MSC 673, and a 3-night, which is MSC 674. And then the option at the bottom there, the Best of the Rockies Land Tour, that's what we're about to have a little look at right now, because we do have this wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I'm so tempted myself, but I want to be around to welcome some of you when you actually arrive in Seattle. But actually there's a chance here to take this extra 5-night Canadian Rockies tour. Now, this is brilliant. You can add this to this offer, which is superb. And for this, you fly out on the 9th of September. And as soon as you arrive, you are off on one big adventure. And here's Mark with all the details.
Welcome to Canada, a land of towering Rockies, glistening lakes, and skies that stretch endlessly. Your adventure begins in Calgary, where urban charm meets the rugged beauty of the West. Upon arrival, check in at your hotel and enjoy a day at leisure to explore the city, relax, or simply soak up the vibrant atmosphere. The next morning, travel west along the Trans-Canada Highway to the rolling foothills of the Rockies, where majestic peaks rise dramatically on the horizon. Explore Banff National Park and take in iconic sights, including the landmark Banff Springs Hotel and Bow Falls. Continue to Lake Louise, one of the country's most photographed lakes, its vivid waters framed by soaring mountains. In the afternoon, check into your hotel in Banff and spend the evening exploring Banff Avenue with its charming streets, boutique shops, and inviting cafes. For a truly unforgettable perspective, take the optional Banff gondola to the summit of Sulphur Mountain for sweeping views of the Bow Valley. Day 3 will begin with a drive along the Icefields Parkway, widely regarded as one of the most scenic routes in the world. Crystal clear glacial lakes, cascading waterfalls, dense forests, and snow-capped peaks unfold at every turn as you enter Jasper National Park, passing the Athabasca River along the way. For a thrilling experience, take the optional Ice Explorer tour on the Athabasca Glacier and witness the ancient ice up close. Return to Banff in the late afternoon and enjoy time to relax after a day of breathtaking scenery. The following day, continue through the Rockies on a historic route once used by railroad engineers and fur traders. Stop at Emerald Lake in Yoho National Park before crossing the dramatic Kicking Horse Pass and traversing Glacier National Park's imposing Selkirk Mountains. Pause at Craigellachie, the site of the Canadian Pacific Railway's last spike. Then cross the Monashee Mountains before arriving in Kamloops, a rugged interior town offering a striking contrast to the soaring Rockies. Check into your hotel and unwind after a day of remarkable landscapes. On day 5, travel alongside the Thompson and Fraser rivers, where sheer canyon walls tower above rushing waters as you make your way towards the border. Enter the United States and continue to Seattle, a city of culture and innovation. Enjoy a sightseeing tour, taking in landmarks such as the Space Needle, Pike Place Market, and the vibrant city center. Check into your hotel and spend the evening at leisure, exploring the city's lively dining scene or unique attractions. This incredible 5-night escorted tour is your chance to experience a remarkable adventure through soaring mountains, shimmering lakes, picturesque towns, and dramatic river valleys, discovering unforgettable landscapes and vibrant places to explore at every turn.
Wow, what an amazing combination of experiences. Seeing the Canadian Rockies, so many things to just see and experience there. Then you get the full tour of Seattle as well before you then come and join us on the cruise. Now, with whichever option you decide to choose, it is all about, remember, the most amazing scenery, the charm of the ship that is perfect for this part of the world, and getting together with a lovely crowd of new friends on board. We are going to have the greatest time, I just know it. So, you have the choice of our main offer with a 1-night stay in Seattle and the cruise, or staying for 2 or 3 nights in Seattle, or adding the amazing tour in the Rockies as well. Talk to our team if you have any questions, by the way. If there's any confusions whatsoever, call the magic number 0800 953 4700. Oh, hello. Hello, miss. Hand up. If you're already booked on this cruise and you're thinking, I quite like that tour, can I add it to mine? The answer is absolutely yes. We're far enough ahead of time for you to be able to add it on to your existing booking. But do it sooner rather than later, because when it comes to the tour, I know my tours team, I can almost hear them shouting in my ear, remember, places are limited. So there's really not room for everybody. If everybody that is on the cruise booked already wants to do that, we don't have enough places. So please make sure you get in sooner rather than later. Now listen, quite aside everything, when you cruise with Derek, we always just have the greatest time. We've already got 2 of these amazing trips under our belt as well, and the 3 more in the diary as well, which I can't believe. I'm staggered. When you book up 2, you'll have access to the exclusive Facebook page just for this cruise as well, where everyone is there already sharing their ideas and their excitement about their time in Alaska. Let's hear from some more of my friends who are already booked on this trip as well. I asked them why this one, and back came the messages from Linda and Neil. Hi Derek, we booked the trip to Alaska because it's my 60th birthday next year and we wanted to do something special. We cruised on MSC Poesía for our first cruise around the Baltics and we've been hooked since. We just love seeing lots of different places in one holiday. We're so looking forward to joining all of your other viewers and the Cruise1st TV gang for our 2026 holiday. See you there. Indeed you will. Kelly and Gary say we sailed with Derek on his unforgettable Caribbean cruise last year and the atmosphere, organisation and friendliness of the group made it so much more than just a holiday. Thank you. That means so much to us. It was an experience. The whole team were fantastic, which is why we had no hesitation booking again. We chose Alaska because we wanted to see glaciers, watch whales, and be reminded just how big the world really is. Alaska has always been on our bucket list, and this cruise felt like the perfect way to experience it. If you're on the fence about it, don't overthink it. Life is too short to put off adventures. This isn't just a cruise, it's a chance to make memories that will stay with you forever. Derek's team really do look after you. Aw, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Again, we've had lots and lots of messages in from people who have just said, you know what, we're so looking forward to it. And this is the great thing about this is MSC's first season in Alaska, and we are celebrating that in style. So listen, if the thought of cruising with me is so far off your list, I'm not cruising with him. No, honestly. He might sing. If you want to go at another time or you want to go earlier in the season, the cruise runs from May to September. And I promise you, if you book one of the other dates that isn't with me, I won't take it personally. Whichever one, well, we will. We'll keep their name on a list though, Daniel, won't we? Absolutely. Who's Daniel? Sorry, Mr. P. It is £199 per person deposit today, as it is for any of the Alaska season for next year. And as I said before, if you've got any questions whatsoever, please don't sit there with a question. Call us right now on 0800 953 4700 because this is going to be the greatest cruise. We are going to have the greatest time. You saw from my case already, I'm packed. I'm ready to go. So I don't know about you. I'm just sitting here waiting. Listen, I know I'm going away between now and then as well. But as you are, I'm sure, going to be going on another cruise between now and then. But this one is going to be the one. I think this will be the most memorable of our cruise with Derek's so far. So if you want to do Alaska, come and do it with us. I say cheers to that. See you back here soon.